Hey everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the debut studio album by UK rock band The Struts. Everybody Wants is the name of the record, and it's been out for a while now in the UK, but we just finally got a US release, at least an official one. I'm sure none of you guys have ever heard of torrenting or anything like that ever and would never consider listening to a record just because it's not available in your region. I was introduced to the Struts a while back. I heard their song Could Have Been Me, and I think it's a fantastic anthem of a track. It doesn't have to try too hard in order to be that anthem. You see a lot of those songs trying to really force themselves down your throat, but this is just a straightforward rock song with a pretty positive message saying, I'm gonna live my life, I want to accomplish and see new things, so get out of my way, I'm gonna make that happen. And I like this record and this song in particular, of course, for what it is, and that's just kind of a straightforward rock and roll album. It reminds me of We Are Harlot's debut album from last year that just kind of caught me off guard because I didn't see that coming. Now, I can't say that I've come back to that record a ton, but there are some really, really strong standout tracks there that made me want to keep coming back to them, and I see that potential in the Struts. Now, right off the bat, I'm impressed with like the first 6 tracks on the record. It's just a hell of a good time. I mean, you've got everything from like the country-leaning merry-go-round. I like the way that the vocals line up there, and I dare say that it kind of has that country vibe to it. I'm not sure if anyone else is really picking up on that, but that definitely shines out for me. Kiss This is a nice middle finger of a track, and it mixes in the electronics kind of subtly. It works. There's hints of it in the chorus especially, and it sticks like glue, and that's something that I could say for a lot of the tracks here. I'm also liking this UK band's influences. It's clear on tracks like Put Your Money on Me that there's like an Oasis vibe kind of going on, and then later in the album, Dirty Sexy Money, I'm hearing some 80s rock, and that's going all throughout. It reminds me a lot of older rock and roll, almost glam rock styled bands. And then you have songs like Young Stars that definitely call back to the 70s and Queen. While there are a good handful of songs about women and partying, of course, like the ever catchy Dirty Sexy Money, which is just irresistible, a hell of a tune. Just if you're at a party or anything like this song will kill. Put it on that playlist. There's songs about confidence and appreciation and appreciating the one that you're with, I suppose I should say, as well on this record, and that's what makes it so well-rounded. I mean, you have a good amount of tracks that are definitely fun, but then you have ones like Put Your Money on Me, which is kind of like an underdog's anthem. I love how spirited that track is. And then Only Just a Call Away, which is a million times better than One Call Away by Charlie Puth, that song that I'm struggling to forget from earlier this year. I'm really enjoying the lead singer of this band. He's very spirited and passionate, just definitely kind of a rock and roll spirit about him, and he does this thing where the R's roll off of his tongue. I can't even imitate it because I've never been able to roll my R's like that, but whenever he says words like ready, he does it on a lot of songs on the record. I don't know, it's just something that gives them a little bit of an extra flair, sets them apart, and I dig it. Roll Up kicks off the album in wonderful fashion. I love the pacing of that track. It just has a bit of an urgency there, the clicking guitar, the way that rolls in, and then the bass groove that meshes so well all throughout. They did a pretty good job of just creating this great rock atmosphere, a lot of great drum fills, and we see that right off the bat with Roll Up. Just one of my favorite tunes on the album, but unfortunately, there are some moments that just fell a little bit flat to me. I feel like the song The Old Switcheroo is one that we've heard before. It almost feels like an old drinking song that you would sing with the boys at the bar, like switching partners, trading wives or girlfriends, and it's just... The last legs of this record aren't very strong either, unfortunately. Starting with Black Swan, it's a song that feels a little bit weaker compared to its peers, and then you have Only Just a Call Away picking things up, and then we drop it off again with Where Did She Go? A song that just feels like a tried and true rock jam that doesn't really go anywhere. Did I like this album? Yes. It's pretty to the point, on the nose rock music. There's nothing too crazy here, nothing that would blow your mind in terms of the lyrical content or the musicality of it, but it is creative in a sense. It stands above its peers on the world of rock music, in a world that is lacking music like this. We had the recent Wolfmother record, which, yes, I know I never reviewed it, but I did really enjoy that thing. And the Struts album, Everybody Wants, is another one that I'd have to say that I recommend, even if I don't think that it's the best and most unique thing out there. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a 3.5. If you've heard this album, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below. You've probably heard it, especially if you're overseas. It's probably old to you at this point, considering it came out in 2014 there. Make sure to hit the like button while you're here and subscribe to the channel, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. You can click directly below me to see a similar album that you might like, or you can check out my last review that I did. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very soon right here on ARTV.